What's up, people? It's your boy Jatois. I'm here today in Kerbal Space Program 1.6, and we're just taking a look at some of the new parts that are coming in the new game. There are a ton of bug fixes, but with the number of those, I wanted to really focus on what has changed in the game as far as parts. And, well, one major thing you can see right here is our Kerbal has no helmet. Let's take a look at this. So let's go ahead and show you this. There's been a lot of talk about this because this is really cool. You can remove the helmet now, and then you can go in here and remove the neck ring. And of course you can put it back on if you want, but we're going to leave that off. So our noble Kerbals up top here are going to actually be our they're going to be our victims of the day. We're going to remove the neck ring. I want to equip the helmet, see if it puts it all back on. It does. It does. It puts it all back on. So that was one thing I wanted to see, is if you do that, if it does it all at once. And it does. So let's go ahead and remove the helmet, and you can see the neck ring does come back off at the same time. Pretty sweet. And we're just going to, like I said, remove this from everyone up here. You can keep your neck ring on. It's not going to do you much good though. And so let's take a look at some of the newer parts that came in with this 1.6 patch. So we're going to aim here. And this is actually your MK2 lander can. You can see things have changed. This is the rover variant. There are two variants now. This is the new remodel variant. And then there you have the actual rover variant, so you can build your rovers. And we're going to actually take a look on the inside here. As you can see here, things have changed a bit, but that's not going to give you a really good view until we actually go and turn on the interior overlay. Things have changed a little bit here. Things look really sweet, really compact. You can see there's actually parts in here you can't interact with at the moment. That would be really awesome to see. And you can scroll over here. You can see there is various rocks and a parachute, quote unquote, maybe. And you can see a very rudimentary drawing. That is actually really cool. I have them calculating some delta V and flying over, and appears to be going towards an asteroid. Not quite sure what they have there. We also have an exit at the top as well as the back now, which I have observantly snapped to this I-beam. There's still not going to be anything else you can have in here. There are board games though. There are board games. So let's jump over to the next one here. You can see this is the normal variant, and once again, same interior as the last one. It is actually quite a bit more open. Of course, this is not the rover variant, so this is actually pretty nice. More kind of wasted space underneath. They could jam some more Kerbals in there, or jam some more snacks if they would like to. But I can't wait for the time where we can actually interact with things on the inside here. So let's jump on over to the next part that has changed here. Now you can see here we have our three variants of our quad couplers, and you can see it as the tri-coupler, the bi-coupler, and even these adapters. They all have the orange, white, and black and white variants that are now coming stock in the game. So for some of them, like even these protective airstream shells, they have the three color variants for the most part. Not all of them will have the three color variants. There are some, like you can see here, these nose cones, they actually have just the two variants. Well, it's technically three, but it's black, white, and then black and white. This is technically orange because it's going to go with the cap. I was kind of hoping for something like this, like they have here, to be completely honest, but beggars can't be choosers. It's a fantastic design. This one only has two variants, black and white and white and orange. And once again, you come over to here, you have your white and black for your aerodynamic nose cones, and your quote-unquote orange, which is really just a solid black, matte black one. Still like the design, love the design. Speaking of redesigns, let's aim our camera over here. You can see there is quite a bit of a redesign here going on with the Poodle, as you probably saw in the forums. And this redesign, it's a nice little truss design, and it keeps it a lot more open. I think that's going to go a lot better with the design wise. I really like this design, and I think it is a fantastic decision. All the way down to I love the textures that they're using on here with the slightly dirty look. To be completely honest, that is actually my favorite part of the whole thing. And then we're gonna jump over to the tiniest one over here is the spark engine. Let's aim our camera over here. And it's once again very similar design, not as dirty as the other one, but still looks really nice and clean, and a fantastic design as well. So, what does this give us? This gives us this fantastic Christmas tree that we have that's almost ready for launch. Since we're almost ready for launch, let's take a look at our new toys that we have here. This is our Delta V tools, and you can see we can hide all of these, and everything on the side now looks like you are used to seeing it back in the older days of 1.5 and younger. So if we go over here to the Delta V tools, click on this, we can show all or select just whichever ones we want to see. We're going to show all. So you can see here all of our specs per stage. Now the odd thing is in this current test, I'm not seeing my Delta V really show specifically for me for this stage that I have up top, but I think that's because I have done things very out of order and very strangely for the game to try to process. So that being said, it is not working in Minecraft. We're gonna aim back to here for right now. We're gonna aim center of mass here. And so you can actually see here, you can click down here on this button here where it's 0 meters per second. You can click on here and it'll show and or hide that, so you don't have to come up here and click all this. You can hit show all and that'll do the same thing, or hide all. So once again, same thing, but here you can actually pick and choose which ones you actually want to see, in case you wanted to see how long your burn time would be. So let's go ahead and launch our craft. So let's go launch a craft. Control from here. Alright. Throttle up. Full throttle. And go. Go. There we go. Alright, so we're heading straight up, and we're going to keep an eye on our Kerbals. Some of these Kerbals look extremely happy, some look extremely sad, because they know that they are unfortunately not going to survive this trip. Because once they run out of oxygen, they are going to die in the most grim way possible. They're going to poof into nothingness. So let's keep an eyeball on our Kerbals as they approach the dead zone. Did we go high enough in the dead zone? I don't think we did. Oh, and there they go. They died. No poof. Very melodramatic. They just all died. That's kind of sad. So there you go, right around in the 10,000 mark, where the atmosphere thins out dramatically, your Kerbals will indeed run out of oxygen. We are going to tell everybody to deploy their chutes, and maybe we'll have enough to slow down this craft. If you're wondering how I did that, I pressed P. And we're gonna hope that this is gonna be enough to slow them down. I don't think it is. As we slam ourselves all around here and plummet towards the ground. We will see if they're going to survive. Will they survive? Will they not survive? Alright. There they go. They are not slowing down. Well, that actually worked. Believe it or not, That actually worked. Well, there you go. Survivability for the win. As long as you have a helmet on, they should indeed survive. Let's see if we can catch some idle animations that have been changing here. Oh, there we go. Had to fix the glove. Alright, so let's show you what it looks like to build a craft, and maybe we can see if this Delta V will now pick up for us. Alright, so we are back, and now you can actually see how the Delta V is being calculated in the game. So you can see here we have our Delta V in meters per second, and we also have our burn time in seconds itself. So I would probably prefer seeing... I would probably prefer to see... I would probably prefer to see that in adjustable increments, maybe hours or minutes, not seconds, but hey, once again, beggars can't be choosers. Let's go ahead and fly and see how this changes. So you can see our seconds start to chip away, our current thrust there in the bottom left hand corner. And we're going to go ahead and lift our craft off here in a few seconds. Perfect. Alright, so let's see what this thing can do. We are going to actually come here and add some pitch. So, all in all, not too bad, not too shabby. ISP is 9,000. And our Delta V slowly chipping away. If we go higher into the atmosphere, you will actually see that climb quite a bit. And I just added some additional pitch to my tail fin, so that way I have better control as I saw the nose was dipping down. And you see our ISP staying nice and stable, and our Delta V is going to give us a bit of an increase as we get to a nice cruise altitude. So all in all, I think this is quite a fantastic thing. This is actually showing a lot of upgrades. I know a lot of people say they cannot play. I'm like one of the people as well. I cannot play without my specs showing that Kerbal Engineer gives us, but this gives us a bit step closer to what Kerbal Engineer was able to provide to us. Will I continue to use Kerbal Engineer? Yes, I will, because it provides a lot of information on the fly that is available and I find myself needing when I do play the game. Is this a great step forward? Indeed it is. You're probably wondering about your mods. Your mods should be okay if they're part mods, unless they're depending on something like Module Manager, things of the like. Then you will be seeing a bit of a wait as your mods have to upgrade as well. I do use Module Manager for some of my own mods, but I have seen in my testing that Module Manager, the previous version, is still okay to load things up. I currently have it going because you probably will see that I have MechJeb installed right here, and I use Module Manager to apply that to the cockpit. So yes, it is still working. As well as I have some additional engine parts that use some Module Manager. So yes, it is ready to go. I am quite hype about this, and I keep forgetting my camera's active, so hi everybody. Once again, I do apologize for the slowdown in the videos. I will keep going as much as I can. I moved my office upstairs. It feels different. It's warmer. But I will catch you guys in the next video. For now, this is your boy Jatois, and I am out. Let me know what your favorite part of 1.6 is, or if you are still on an older version of Kerbal Space Program, why are you still on that older version? Let us all know, and hopefully we can push for a better Kerbal future. Catch you guys in the next video. For now, it's your boy Jatois, and I am out. Peace. I actually like the Delta V calculator. I think it's pretty hot.